Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Can Outdoors. Today I wanted to talk about hollow body frogs for topwater bass fishing, mainly in the summer. You can do it spring to fall. They work pretty good, but June, July, and August are amazing months to fish with a topwater frog. Now, back in the day, I say back in the day, it's still something you can do. Is you can fish with one of these guys. It's a rubber frog. I think they're like $2 is what I paid for these. But it's got this big hook in it with a weed guard. Keep the weeds out of it. I drop stuff all the time. Anyway, it's got a weed guard in there. It's a lot easier to hook a fish on this. They come up, they bite it, the weed guard pops off, and they're hooked. There's only so much you can do with these kind of frogs. So hollow body frogs have become very popular. They've been popular for years, but they're becoming even more popular. A lot more brands are coming out with them. One of my favorites is Booyah Pad Crasher. This right here is a Booyah Pad Crasher. This is the white, green, and yellow color. This works really good up here in the north because those colors, the yellow and the white, they look more like the frogs that we have up here. I mean, there are frogs that look like this all over my pond right now. And one of the main reasons to use a topwater frog or a hollow body frog is you can do a lot more with it. You can change the presentation. You can fish it slow. You can fish it fast. You can walk it back and forth. To walk it back and forth, you just leave a little slack in your line. You're going to twitch the end of your rod without taking up all of the slack. If you take up all the slack, it's going to pull it towards you. But if you take up just a little bit of the slack, your line will flop back and forth in the water, which will turn the frog. And if you do it right, you can actually keep this frog in place and just turn it. Little turns like this. That drives bass nuts. That's how you can fish it slow. So if you know there's fish in a certain area, there's lily pads or something, and there's a little hole in the lily pads where somebody's drug a fish out before, throw this in there and just let it twitch. Sometimes they want it a little quicker. Sometimes you can walk this thing over open water and get a bite. But they're very versatile, but there is a catch to them. The catch is, if you look closely, those hooks are turned towards the body. They're turned in towards the body, and that's to keep it weedless. But the fish don't get that hook as easily as they would with this one. They bite that, and they're getting the hook. With these, if they bite it just right, they don't have the hooks right away. They actually have to squeeze the body to expose the hooks. So when they bite it, squeezes the body, you set the hooks. You got them. A lot of people have problems with these. I was one of the people that had problems with these. And the problem was, I was fishing all the time with them and getting maybe like 10% of the bites, I would actually hook the fish. So I learned a tip from Tactical Bassin, Matt Allen on Tactical Bassin. He said to take some pliers, bend the hook out away from the body and up away from the body just a little bit. And I did that on this one. You can see there's a gap there. So when the fish bites that, now they're actually getting the hook better. So that's one thing you want to do. The next thing you want to do is work on the timing for your hook set. When people first started fishing with hollow body frogs, they would tell everybody to wait 3 seconds. When you see the blow up, don't set the hook, wait 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, set the hook. Problem with that is, that's just a little bit too long. And The fish might grab this, turn its head to pull it underwater, realize it's fake, open its mouth to spit it back out, and then you set the hook, all within 3 seconds. So 3 seconds is a little bit too long. 2 seconds can even be too long. So the timing should be somewhere between the blow up and 1 to 2 seconds. I don't recommend counting. I recommend seeing the blow up, waiting like 1 second, and setting the hook. That's what I've been doing, and I've been hooking 80 to 90% of my fish with the hooks bent out a little bit and that timing. Now, at first the timing is going to be kind of difficult, but the more you do it, the more bites you get, the more fish you end up hooking, the more natural it's going to become. It's going to be kind of like riding a bike. At first, when you ride a bike, you fall over, then you try it again, you fall over again, but then when you start to actually move, your body just kind of naturally takes over. Same thing with hook setting on a hollow body frog. So just keep practicing. You're going to get it. It's going to come to you, and then you're going to hook a lot more fish. So that's just a couple of the hollow body frogs I have. Here's another one. It's the same one as I just showed you a few minutes ago, but this one has been tore up. This one is completely covered with tooth marks. Some of the leg material is missing. I have caught probably 80 fish on that one. So I bought a new one that's the same color, because at some point I'm going to have to stop using that other one. There are also, this is another Booyah pad crasher, but this is a very small one. Now the skirt material on this one is cut very short, because this is one of the first ones I bought. I haven't caught very many fish on it. I intend to use the bigger ones, but I heard somebody say that you want to cut some of your skirt material off to make the legs look shorter. I cut way too much off. Still works, but this skirt right here is much longer. I actually cut almost an inch off of that, and it's still pretty long. That's what you want. You want to cut between ½ inch to an inch off and try it that way. If you're still getting short strikes, meaning that they're grabbing the skirt more than they're grabbing the body, you're missing the hooks, then cut it off a little bit further. But I recommend going with like ½ inch to an inch to begin with. And if you're still getting short strikes, cut another ½ inch off or something. And just a little at a time until you've got it at the length that you want. But don't go cutting almost all of it off like I did on this one. I mean, I really cut that one up. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for the talking portion of this video. I'm going to show you a couple of clips of me catching fish on a couple of the frogs. The first one is going to be on this frog here. It has a little cupped mouth to work like a popper, which I think is pretty cool. I caught this fish. It was hiding out underneath this cover. I don't even know what to call it. They're like these little tiny leaves, little tiny round leaves that float on the top. There's nothing under them. So when you throw the frog in there and it lands, those leaves actually spread out and make a little hole where the frog is sitting. And when that happens, the fish see that hole open up and they come and look at it. And then when you twitch it once or twice, that's when they nail it. And that's exactly what happened. I threw it out. It was my first cast into that spot. Just had a really good feeling about this spot. Sometimes you just look at a spot and you go, that looks like there's a bass in there. I threw it out there, twitched it once, and then I was going to leave it alone. But as soon as I twitched it one time, instead of a big blow up, she just opened her mouth, the frog went down, and she bit it. And I set the hook, and I had her. The next one is going to be on a by lunker hunt, and you'll see it in the video because it's in a tree right now. I threw it up in a tree right before I came in here to make this video, so I'm going to take my kayak and go get it. But you'll see it in the video. It's a green and white frog, kind of like the Booyah pad crasher, but it has a trailer hook, and it has two legs that stick out with feet that actually spin in the water, kind of like a whopper plopper. And you just throw it out and just, you can reel it slow, you can reel it fast. I've had a lot of luck reeling it fast, so don't think you need to reel it slow. I've actually had all of my bites come when I was reeling it fast. So that's what the next one's going to be on. You'll see that in the video. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope some of this information helped you. I want you guys to go out there and catch some fish on some frogs because it is a riot. It is absolutely awesome. Topwater blow-ups will get your heart racing. It will get you into this sport more than anything else will, in my opinion, is a topwater bite. And hollow body frogs are the way to go. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Got a big one, man. Oh, get up in here. Holy cow. Ow. I'm going to try topwater frog. This is a bunker hunt, and it's got the spinning feet, I guess, kind of like a whopper plopper. I caught a few fish on it before, so we'll try this since it's early morning. Look at the fog coming off the pond. That's pretty cool. He missed it. Hit the feet. Oh, there's a big fish in there. There's one. There's a decent one. There's a decent one. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get up here. Come on, baby. That's a nice little fish.